Well, Thanksgiving is almost upon us, and while we have so many things that we love to do for this holiday, great food, getting together with family, enjoying perhaps a couple of good football games, whatever your Thanksgiving agenda is, ultimately we cannot lose sight that it's a day of thanks. It's a day of thanks for Americans and for the early settlers and their experiences, difficult winters and all. But it could be a day of thanks for all of us, a day of a time to focus, if you will, on appreciation, a time to focus on all of the goodness, the bounty, the blessing that we have in our lives. And that takes on so many different forms, and for each of us it looks a little different. But I thought I would create a video today with my own Thanksgiving reflections, my own ideas of what Thanksgiving means for me. And I thought that I would try to come up with a bunch, each one representing a different letter of the word Thanksgiving. So if you're counting at home, that's 12 in all. And so I'd like to go through my list real quick with you, share with you what I am thankful for, and would certainly love for you in the comments below to leave your own list of thanks and appreciation for what's great and fantastic and special in your life. So here we go. Number one, T is think. Seems a little strange, right? But the idea to be able to think, the idea to be able to create, the fact that each day I can think about what do I need to do and what's the best way to engage with my clients and what's the best way to engage with my friends on social media or in my family, in my community, just thinking about what life is like or what life is for, its purpose, its meaning, and how I fit into all of that. Just the ability to think is something that I am super appreciative of. Number two, the H stands for health. Health is everything. I do exercise, I try to eat well, but I'm still blessed to have very good health and my family as well. I do not take that for granted. I know that I am young. I know that people who are older tend to sometimes think about how they could have taken better care of themselves when they were younger. It's never too early. Take good care of yourself and be thankful for the health that you have. The next one, which is A, is attitude. I choose my attitude. We all do. I am thankful for the attitude, the opportunity that I have, the privilege that I can choose my attitude and I can choose to make it positive and I can choose to push through things and not let struggles or challenges get me down. The N stands for new, and of course existing clients as well. I'm super appreciative for every new client that I get, that I can engage with, that I can interact with and help support. Clients are my lifeblood professionally, but they're also what keep me going in terms of what I do and why I've chosen to do what I do in my coaching, consulting, and speaking work. The K stands for kids. I am super honored, not honored, that's the wrong word. I'm super privileged to have 6 fantastic kids. Each one is so unique and so different. Each one is so special. And the fact that I get to be their father and to be present in their lives and watch them grow is something that I cannot express, certainly not in such a short film. The S stands for spouse, my wife, who is my backbone, the one who has supported me in so many different ways. We've grown together. We've had those 6 kids together. We've built a family. And she and I, she really represents everything for me. And so I'm super grateful that she is in my life. Now we move on to giving. So the G stands for God. You probably picked up on it, even though you can't see the yarmulke that I'm wearing right now. I am a religious Jew. God is very central in my life. I'm thankful that I have God in my life. I'm thankful for the values. I'm thankful for the sense of connection, the idea of belonging to something bigger. To me, that's very meaningful. Whether you believe in God or not, hopefully you feel connected to something bigger than yourself, and that alone is something to be thankful for. The I stands for impetus. Sorry about that. Couldn't even read it backwards for a second. Impetus. The impetus is like drive, that I've driven every day, even when I wake up and I'm feeling sluggish and I feel like, what am I doing today? And do I really have an agenda? And how am I going to make an impact? But I have the impetus to do it, and I'm going to actually add the word impact just now, sort of impromptu. Impact is critical as well. I can make an impact through social media, through my talks, through my engagements, through my work every single day, both professional and of course at home as well. So making an impact is really important. I'm thankful to be able to do so. The next one is values. Let me put that up there in case you didn't see it. Values is very important as well because it guides me in my daily basis, in my daily work. I mentioned God before. I get many of my values from religion, but some of my values just from understanding what it's like to be a good person, a good citizen, a good member of the community. Having those values and letting them guide me in my decision making, I'm super appreciative for those. The next one is the internet. Seems kind of weird, right? That I would be thankful for the internet, but I really am, and I think all of us are, because think of how connected we are as a result of it. Think of how quickly we can get information and get ideas. The internet drives everything we do today, in today's day and age. Of course, it wasn't that way when I was first growing up, but that's neither here nor there. It's part of my life now, and I'm super grateful for it. The only thing is that you have to utilize it properly, not to get consumed by it, but to figure out how to use it in a way that ultimately serves you. The next one on my list is another one I'm having a hard time reading. Yes, neighbors and community. That's N. The people around me, right? We love our community. It's what sort of gives us the sense of connection beyond our immediate nuclear family. And so having the neighbors, having the community, people we can connect with during good times and not such good times, getting together for prayer, getting together for events, that's really very important. And so I'm thankful for everyone in my little universe. And finally, the last one on my list, and perhaps the most important in many ways, I'll show it to you again, is gratitude. The fact that I can be grateful, the fact that I know that I should be grateful. For that alone, I am thankful. Because being grateful is something that we may take for granted, but the reality is we need to view every experience as a growth opportunity. We need to view every challenge, every setback as a way that we can take 2 steps forward. And all the bounty we have in our life, whether we live in the most luxurious accommodations, whether we drive the best car, whether we have the most money, that's one element that may make somebody happy. But you have so many other things in your life. Hopefully health, hopefully good people around you, hopefully all the things we've been talking about, and maybe other things I haven't even touched on. But to know that being grateful is part of the human condition, and it actually makes you happier, it makes you more fulfilled, and it drives you forward. I'm thankful for all of that, and I certainly would love to see the things that you are thankful for in the comments below. So please, thank you for watching. Share your own forms of gratitude. Would love to see what you have to add. And thanks so much. Have a great, happy Thanksgiving.